Good morning students, welcome to the 9th lecture on unit 3. Today we are going to learn about Hall effect and then drift and diffusion current densities. So let us discuss about Hall effect. What is Hall effect is? So before going to define what is Hall effect, let me explain what this diagram is. Here I am taking a conductor. So I connected my conductor to the two sides of the battery. This is the direction of the electric field, and we know that electrons will move in the opposite direction of the electric field. Electrons will move in the opposite direction of the electric field, so the electrons are moving. Suppose in place of conductor I put a semiconductor here, so the electrons will move in this direction and the holes will move in the direction of the electric field. Okay, now if I take the same setup, so now the electrons are flowing. Whenever there is an electrons are flowing, what is current? Current is flow of electrons. So here, due to the flowing of electrons, there will be formation of current in this conductor. So if I take the same material and suppose consider this setup is here, and I apply magnetic field like this. What I am saying here, I am placing my this setup, this conductor in a magnetic field, and current is being supplied. I connect the connection to the battery is still there. So the electrons are moving. So electrons are moving means what? Charges are moving. So I am taking a conductor. Due to the application of the electric field, the charges are moving. So there is a current in the conductor. Okay. Now the charges are moving like this, and if I apply a magnetic field to the charges which are moving, we know that by the Lorentz force, F is equal to QVB sin theta. What is Q? Charges that are moving. Here the electrons are moving, so the charges are moving and they are having certain velocity. That velocity is drift velocity. We have defined that when we apply electric field, the electrons will gain some velocity. That velocity is drift velocity. So the electrons, due to the application of the electric field, the electrons are moving with drift velocity, and I applied magnetic field exactly perpendicular to the, so this current direction is also the velocity direction of the electrons, velocity direction of the electrons. So the electrons are moving like this. Now due to the magnetic field applied, okay, what is Lorentz force? When charges are moving, and if you apply magnetic field due to the moving charges, there will be force acting on the charges given by F is equal to QVB, where Q is the charge of the charge carriers. If it is electron, it is E minus E. If it is hole, it is plus E. And V, velocity of the electron or hole, and B is the magnetic field applied, and theta is the angle between the velocity vector and the magnetic field vector. Here in this case, this is my magnetic field vector and the charges are moving in this direction. So what is the angle? The theta is representing the angle between the velocity vector and the magnetic field vector. The angle between velocity vector and magnetic field vector is 90 degrees. So F is equal to QVB in this case, because I applied exactly magnetic field perpendicular to the charges moving. Okay, so due to that, the electrons are, so actually the electrons, due to the current, due to the applied electric field, the electrons are moving in this direction, but due to the magnetic field applied, the electrons will get deflected this side. So the electrons are getting deflected this side. If the electrons gets deflected this side, the holes will get deflected this side due to the application of magnetic field. So let us see why I am saying all these things. Now I am showing a material. I will show you a material. I will apply simultaneously both electric field and magnetic field, and let us see what happens then. See, here I applied the current in this direction. If I apply current in this direction, the electrons will move in this direction, and I applied magnetic field in this direction. Due to the magnetic, see, this arrow is representing the velocity vector of the electrons. Velocity vector of the electrons. Now this arrow is representing the magnetic field direction. See, the charges are moving in this direction, and you applied magnetic field like this. Due to the applied magnetic field, all these negative charges are getting deflected this side. See, this arrow is representing the force vector due to the magnetic field on the charge carriers. See, if I take a semiconductor, electrons will flow in this direction and holes will flow in this direction. This arrow is representing the flow of electrons. See now, and this arrow is representing the magnetic field applied. The electrons are moving in this direction. This is the velocity vector of the electrons, and this is the magnetic field. Due to the magnetic field, the electrons which are moving in this side are experiencing a force in this side. As the magnetic field is increased, all the electrons will come towards this side, and all holes are coming towards this side. Why this is happening? This is happening due to the applied magnetic field on the semiconductor or conductor. If I take a conductor, only the electrons will come here, due to that positive charges will build up here. If I take a semiconductor, all the electrons will come this side and all the holes will come this side. If all the electrons come this side and if all the holes come this side, see, this is looking like one side is completely becoming negative and other side is completely becoming positive. Now if I connect a potentiometer here, due to the complete positive charges on one side and complete negative charges on other side, a potential difference is created between these two sides. See, I applied current in this direction. Suppose this is plus x direction, so the electrons are moving in minus x direction, and magnetic field is in plus y direction. So you can see that a potential is created in the y direction. So here this is representing x-axis, so this is representing x-axis and this is representing y-axis and this is representing z-axis. I applied current in one axis, x-axis. I applied magnetic field in z-axis, so a force got developed in y-axis. Due to that, all negative charges came one side and all positive charges came other side. Due to that, on both of this side, a potential difference is created along the y direction. So that is what was written here. When a current carrying conductor is placed in a transverse magnetic field, so because the charges are moving, so it is a current carrying conductor and it is placed in a perpendicular magnetic field. When I placed a current carrying conductor in a transverse magnetic field, a potential difference created perpendicular to both electric as well as magnetic field. To the both electric and magnetic field, you can see that the potential difference is created in the z direction. Okay, how this has formed? Due to the motion of the charged particles. Due to the actually the charged particles are moving this side. Due to the magnetic field, the charged particles got deflected this side. Why this happened? This is due to the Lorentz force acting on them. Why this Lorentz force came? Due to the magnetic field applied on the conductor. And this charge deflection will be opposed by the electric field between them. So you are supplying some, so between these plates a voltage will develop as well as some electric field is developed. So a transverse Hall electric field will oppose this magnetic field. So a force F is acting due to the